Okay, so this was question 3, and it was factorizing. So you were given 9 questions, and you had to factorize each of them. So to start, I'll just highlight that A, B, and C are all going to be factorized by grouping and taking out what's common. So let's have a look at 12y plus 8. And the thing that both of those guys share isn't a letter, it's a number. It's going to be the number 4. All right? 4 multiplied by 3y gives me 12y, and 4 multiplied by 2 gives me 8. And that's the answer to that one there. So remember, factorizing is just rewriting something in bracket form. And as you can see, we have brackets now. The next one is grouping. And I was kind of nice with this because it's already grouped together. So if we have a look at this here, all right, we see that 5 is common to both of these guys, and P is common to both of these guys. So take out what's common, which is going to be 5 multiplied by A plus B. All right, because 5 times A is 5A, and 5 times B is 5B. And over here, it's going to be taking out P, all right? And that's A plus B here as well, because P multiplied by A gives me PA, and P multiplied by B gives me PB, all right? Now, a few of us stopped at this point, and you wouldn't have gotten full marks because you have to rewrite it out fully, which is you take the parts that were in common, so 5 and P, and multiply them by the brackets, these guys. All right, so you just have to write that out once, A plus B, and that's your final answer. That guy there. Part C, a little bit trickier because we've got squares. So this time let's have a look at what's common. So in this side we have a P, and P is common, and over here we have 2 and 2 is common. So let's take them out. So P multiplied by what gives me P squared? Well, that's P. And P multiplied by what gives me Py? Well, that's Y. Over here, I take out the 2 that's common. What do I multiply 2 by to get 2P? That's P. And what do I multiply 2 by to get 2Y? That's Y. All right, and again, you just put the 2 guys together. P plus 2 and P plus Y. And that's your answer there. All right. Now, the next set of questions, the next 3, so D, E, and F, these guys are factorizing by difference of 2 squares, and you have to try and identify them by the use of square numbers. So 400 is a square number, 361 is a square number, and 100 is a square number. What do I mean by that? I mean that 400 could be written as a number multiplied by a number, the same number. Same over here, 19 multiplied by 19, and over here, 10 multiplied by 10. That's what we mean by a square number. And to do this, I just open up 2 brackets, and I ask myself, okay, how do I get B squared? Well, that's B multiplied by B. How do I get 400? That's 20 multiplied by 20. And 1 has to be positive, and 1 has to be negative, otherwise you wouldn't get minus 400 here, okay? This guy over here, same again, except this time it's x, 19, 19, negative, or positive, negative. Doesn't matter, you could say whichever one. And over here, slightly different this time because the square root of 9x squared is actually 3x. So it's going to be 3x plus 10 minus 10. All right? And there are your answers to those guys there. All right. And the last one then, the last 3 I should say, these guys are trinomials. So we're going to factorize them using trinomials. There's the guide number method, there's the big X method. Everyone has their own way of doing it. I'm going to use the big X method in this explanation here. So what do I do? X, big X. And then I need factors of 18 that when I add together give me plus 11. Okay? So that's going to be 9 and 2. 9 and 2, because 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. All right, so my final answer is x plus 9. You basically just give these guys their own brackets, and you give these guys their own brackets. X plus 2. And that's your final answer. Over on the next one, we're going to need factors of 100 that add to give me 29. And I'm going to go with, so I need factors of 100 that add to give me 29. I'm going to go with 24 and 4, because 24 multiplied by 4 gives me 100, so they're factors of 100. And when I add those together, I get 29. So A, big X, 25, and 4. So my final answer, just give them brackets, A plus 25, bracket A plus 4. All right, and that's your answer. Okay, and the last one then. So this one a little trickier because it's not just a number or a letter squared, it's a number and a letter. So, but 5 is a prime number, which means the only factors of 5 are 5 and 1. All right, so 5A and 1A. I need factors of 4 that are going to give me plus 9. And that is going to be 1 here and 4 here. Because 4, I'll get the laser pointer, 4 multiplied by 1 gives me 4A. Sorry, 4 multiplied by A, or 1A, gives me 4A. And 1 multiplied by 5 gives me 5A. And 5A plus 4A gives me 9A. So that works there. Again, you just give them their own brackets. And your final answer is 5A plus 4, bracket A plus 1. All right? And that's your answer there. All right, and that is the factorizing question.